आज आप पॉजिटिव प्रोजेक्ट पर आई हैं हम सबसे बात करने के लिए एंड टू इंस्पायर अस ऑल. एंड आई कांट टेल यू हाउ ब्लेस्ड आई एम फीलिंग टू बी इन योर प्रेजेंस, टू बी एबल टू सी माँ गंगा राइट बिहाइंड यू, and I'm missing Rishikesh tremendously.
Oh, Jai Gange Charuji. I'm so happy to be with you today, to be with everyone from the Positive Project. And that's what we need, is to be positive and to make our life a project of being positive and sharing positivity. So I'm so glad to join you, and especially from the sacred banks of Mother Ganga, and to be able to give everyone this beautiful opportunity कि कम से कम हमको सुन के गंगा जी की दर्शन भी हो सकते हैं.
And I can't think of anything better, because आपको वहां पर देखकर मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे मैं वहां पर हूँ. And Parmat Ashram is my favorite place in the whole world. Anyone who knows me well knows that. आपकी गंगा आरती मेरी एकदम favorite है. Once I attend the aarti, I'm recharged for the next couple of months to work. So with your permission, we'll dive into questions, because there are many people who might not know your entire journey. So we'll start from the beginning and we'll end at the present while we plan for the future. So Sadhvi ji, not many people know that you are a graduate from Stanford. You have been educated at the best institutions in the world, and then you moved to India, to Rishikesh, and you have devoted your life to Seva. You've devoted your life to Mata Ganga. How did you get inspired to do that?
Charuji, it's been an amazing, amazing journey. जैसे आपने कहा, मैं अमेरिका में पैदा हुई हूँ. 25 वर्ष की उम्र में I had done my graduation at Stanford. I was in the middle of doing a PhD in psychology. और I used to love to travel. मेरा बहुत शौक था. और भारत में आए, मुझको कुछ मालूम भी नहीं था India के बारे में. I didn't know anything about India, anything about the culture, the land. लेकिन backpack के साथ took one semester off of my PhD program, यहाँ आने के लिए, घूमने के लिए. और दिल्ली में उसी समय there was no Google, but हमारे पास एक 500 पेज की Lonely Planet guidebook था. और दिल्ली में बैठकर उसी guidebook को खोल के लगा कि चलो ऋषिकेश चले. Came to Rishikesh, stood on the banks of Ganga, and मुझे मालूम भी नहीं था that Ganga was holy. मुझे केवल इतनी मालूम था, it is a beautiful river. और हम दिल्ली से चल के आए, मुझको बहुत गर्मी लग रही थी. तो मैंने कहा, after we checked in at the hotel, मैंने कहा, I'm going to put my feet in the river. बस इतना था कि मैं नदी के पास जाके थोड़ा सा fresh हो जाऊं. Got to the banks of Ganga, stood on Ganga's banks. Ganga ki darshan ki. And in that moment, my life was transformed. As I had the darshan of Mother Ganga, it was like this veil that I had worn over my eyes, over my life, over every way of knowing that I had. Like the veil was just ripped off and I could see. और मुझे मालूम था उसी समय कि मुझे यहाँ रहना है, कि यही मेरा घर है. And that was almost 25 years ago. और लोग मुझको कहते हैं कि आपने सब कुछ छोड़ दिया, अमेरिका में सब कुछ छोड़ दिया, भारत आके. But सचमुच ये है, सच बात ये है कि I really feel like जो मैंने छोड़ा was that in which दम नहीं है, और जो मुझको प्राप्त कर लिया यहाँ आकर, the peace, the joy, the love, the meaning, जो जीवन का सार, जीवन की रस, जो मुझको यहाँ मिला, is actually everything. तो मुझको ऐसे नहीं लगता है कि I've left everything. Rather, I feel like I've gained everything. Because in America, as you know, because sadly it's actually true now in a lot of metropolitan modern India, लोगों को लगता है कि happiness के लिए, success के लिए, we need to have a lot of money, you need to have a lot of degrees, you need to have some kind of fancy title, fancy office, big house. And what I found in my life was, वो सब कुछ होने के बाद, we thought we were happy. If someone had asked me, are you happy? I would have said, yes, of course. But मुझे मालूम भी नहीं था कि happiness क्या होता है. It wasn't until I came here, stood on the banks of Mother Ganga, heard the amazing, sacred, divine Ganga Ji ki aarti, jaise aap baat kar rahe the, that I actually experienced real anand, real shanti, real masti. And that for me has been the most incredible gift. And then to be able to serve, to be able to do seva. In the life that I came from, it was always about mere liye kya? How can I get more? Whether it's acquiring more, attaining more, earning more, achieving more. But yahan, Ma Ganga ke kinare, record, Bharat mein record, Bharati Sanskriti ko seekar, Puja Swami Ji ki charan mein record. What I've learned is, it's not about having more, but it's actually about serving more. It's actually about giving more. It's actually about allowing that flow of the divine to flow through you and to use you. And it's amazing because sabhi yahan sab mujhko kehte hain ki aap jara kisi tarah se mere America mein नौकरी लगवाओ, किसी तरह से मुझको अमेरिका में भेज दो, कुछ तो कर दो मेरे लिए अमेरिका में. And I don't know whether to laugh or to cry, because वहाँ मैंने ये देखा कि सब कुछ देख लिया वहाँ, और वहाँ है क्या? सुविधा है, comforts are there, convenience is there, luxury is there, ठीक है. बड़ा बड़ा मकान है, big buildings, big houses, बड़े बड़े सड़कें, the big roads, सब कुछ बड़ा बड़ा है. लेकिन भारत में आकर मैंने यहाँ आकर जो सीखा कि बड़ा होना कोई जरूरी नहीं है, बल्कि बढ़िया होना जरूरी है. और यहाँ की कल्चर, यहाँ की संस्कृति, यहाँ की संस्कार, यही बढ़िया है. And I feel so blessed to be able to have been here, to be able to गंगा जी की दिव्य धारा में स्नान करना, और भारतीय संस्कृति में भी स्नान करने के अवसर मिला. To have this sacred bath in the waters of Mother Ganga, and to have the sacred bath in this Sanskriti, in the sanskar, in the culture. It's been an extraordinary, extraordinary blessing.
And everyone who meets you comes away feeling the compassion, feeling the nurturing you give to everyone around you. And that's why we all call you Ma, because that's who you are to us. I think you are like Mother Ganga. You're just giving and giving and giving, and no one knows this better than me. So I have been very inspired by you, Ma, when you talk about women empowerment. And I've been lucky enough to attend a few of your talks. The most recent one that I had the honor of listening was when you spoke last year. It was at the Kumbh Mela. and there was an evening that was organized, and you were speaking about women empowerment, and you spoke from the heart, and you spoke about how women are goddesses, and we just need to realize that part. And this message needs to reach every single person in India, not just women. It needs to reach men, women, children. And I would like you to speak to us now about your idea of empowerment for women.
Absolutely sure. It's one of my favorite subjects, as you've said. And it's amazing because in this culture, in this Sanskriti, we should not have to be having this conversation. This should be the most obvious, fundamental mool baat. It should be so obvious to everyone. So on the one hand, it's a beautiful conversation to have. On the other hand, मुझको थोड़ा सा दुख भी होती है कि बार-बार हर मंच से, हर कार्यक्रम में we have to keep speaking about women's empowerment. देखो, यहाँ भारत में, this is a land, this is a culture in which Nari Shakti is worshipped. This is a place where we say, Bharat Ma, Ganga Ma, Dharti Ma, whatever we revere, whatever we worship, वो माँ है. और हमारी प्रार्थना में भी हमेशा पहले माँ, we say त्वमेव माता, चपिता त्वमेव, पहले माँ. In all of the prayers, in all of our invocations to the divine, it's always Radha Krishna, Gauri Shankar, Sita Ram, Lakshmi Narayan. Wherever we speak, it's always first माँ, पहले शक्ति. हम दुर्गा की पूजा करते हैं, माँ लक्ष्मी की पूजा करते हैं, माँ सरस्वती की पूजा करते हैं. So to have a conversation about empowerment is beautiful, but also tragic. ये जरूरी होना नहीं चाहिए. This should be a culture where we are teaching the world this power of Nari Shakti. And this is the core culture, the core teaching. But Durbhagya se, mandir mein, we are worshipping the women. Mandir mein, we are doing puja. But then in our homes, in our societies, in our communities, the women are not being even respected or protected. Revered to bahut dur ki baat hai. So ab, we have to speak about it. And as you said, it's not just about from the men's side, it's about the women's side as well. As women, as girls, we have to realize the mother goddess is within us. Hamare koi jaruri nahi hai ki koi humko empower kare. We have to realize that power of creation, the divine goddess, is within us. हमारे शरीर से ही creation होती है. Without women, there would be no creation. That power of creation has been given to us. That sacred power of giving life. There's nothing more powerful than that. We are empowered, but we have forgotten it. And the dilemma with it is kya hai, that we have gotten our minds wrapped up in thinking कि ये सब सुंदरता की चक्कर, ये सब कपड़ों की चक्कर, ये सब jewelry की चक्कर, ये सब society की चक्कर, where we are on the social ladder, where we are on the beauty ladder, we have disempowered ourselves in so many ways. One half of the problem is the society. And one half of the problem is our own way of thinking about ourselves. So we can take both of them. Pale apni khud man mein. And it makes me so sad because Shastra mein, we've been given such a beautiful teaching. Aap Shorpanaka, or Shabri ko dekho. It's the most perfect lesson on really what matters. Really, where is Shakti? Where is power? Where is success? Shorpanaka, apne ko ekdam Miss Universe ko banake. All of the beauty, all of the powers, all of the accessories. Sare kapde, sare accessories, sare jewel, sare sundarta, sare apna jo bhi hai, sab kuch bana ke Bhagwan Ram ke paas gaye. और भगवान राम ने उनकी ओर देखा भी नहीं था. He didn't even look at her. तो उसी पूरी की सुंदरता की चक्कर में कोई शक्ति नहीं था. There was no power, there was no success, there was nothing. फिर शबरी, simple. No makeup, no accessories, no name, no fame, no magical powers. Just bhakti ki shakti. Just purity ki shakti. और भगवान राम खुद उनके पास चल के गए. अब आप मुझे ये बताओ किसमें शक्ति है, किसमें power है? It's in the purity. It's in the divinity. It's in that divine connection, but we've lost ourselves in thinking that we have to look a certain way, we have to dress a certain way, we have to have certain clothes, certain jewels, certain this, certain that. Fairness, creams lagake. Then I will somehow be successful. मेरी एक बहुत personal mission है इस देश में, to get all of the women and all of the girls to stop having this bimari, gori hone ke liye, कि somehow sundarta comes from a tube of fairness cream. To realize that that beauty, that divinity, comes from within, and it comes in every color, in every shade. And to stop identifying with the color of our skin. Stop trying to be something different. To stop forgetting that beauty, divinity, power, success, shakti, fullness, wholeness, completeness is within us. To stop being a pawn in the hands of marketing and commercials that make us feel somehow less than. If our skin seems a shade too dark, or if we feel a little bit too fat, or a little bit too thin, or a little too tall, or a little too short, it is a crime being done to women by the marketing. But it is a crime for women to accept that. It is a crime for us voluntarily to become slaves to that. So we have to remember that mother goddess is within us. As mothers, we have to tell our daughters. Mothers must stop telling their daughters that they have to be fairer or thinner or fatter or more beautiful or look like this or dress like that. As mothers, as aunts, as teachers, as mentors, we have to help our girls understand कि तुम्हारे में शक्ति है, तुम्हारे में देवी है. You are the mother goddess. It's not about your clothes. It's not about the color of your skin. It's about who you are. And then together, because of course also we have to join together all of that power of women. Stop stabbing each other in the back. Stop competing with each other. Stop being each other's worst enemy. Become one. Become together. And then insist upon a society in which we are known to be equal citizens. But it's essential for us to remember that equal doesn't mean same. So it's not about how can we look like men, act like men. In the West, tragically, the whole feminist movement got lost and diverted along the way into women becoming men. That somehow, in order to be empowered, we had to look like men, dress like men, act like men. We have to realize that equal doesn't mean same. In femininity, in Nadi Shakti, there is a special, unique, divine power, a divine uniqueness that is special and equal, but not same. And to create a space in the society for that power. And मैं आपको ये बताती हूँ last. This starts in the home. जब घर में नारी शक्ति के समान है, तब समाज में समान होगा. तब पूरा दुनिया में समान होगा. When that respect is there in our home, then it will be there in our communities, then it will be there in our world. जब तक हम अपनी माँ, अपनी बेटी, अपनी पत्नी को सम्मान नहीं देते हैं, we can never create a society, a culture, a community of respect. It starts in the home. When we realize कि जो माँ दुर्गा, माँ सरस्वती, माँ लक्ष्मी, जिनकी पूजा हम मंदिर में करते हैं, वो हमारे घर में रहते हैं. हमारे माँ है, हमारी पत्नी है, हमारी बेटी है, हमारी बहन है. And we treat them the same way that we treat the divine deity of Ma Lakshmi Ji in the mandir, of Ma Durga in the mandir, or jo hum Ma Durga ki murti ko nahi karenge, apni patni ko, apni beti ko, apni maa ko, apni behan ko nahi karna chahiye, because they are that divine goddess. जब ये संस्कार घर में मिलते हैं, तो फिर पूरा संसार बदलेगा.
Ma, every word out of your mouth, I'm getting non-stop messages on my phone where people are saying that every word out of your mouth needs to be recorded and needs to be made into little clips and circulated, and how true that is. And my takeaway is I'm sitting with a pencil and a piece of paper and I'm writing this: equal doesn't mean same, and we have to propagate this, we have to talk about this. And also, you're absolutely right, this is not a problem that is just of India's alone. Empowering women is a global issue, and that's why even UN has an entire wing which is devoted to women, UN Women. And it seems to be a problem everywhere in the world. It doesn't matter how developed your society seems from the outside. And you know about this because you have been speaking even at UN forums, and you've represented India and our culture everywhere, even internationally. And we are so blessed to get guidance from you over this. Moving a little forward from this, Ma, you have done tremendous work for education and for health in India, and especially that of women. And many youngsters who I work with and who I speak to keep asking how we can contribute to this movement. So many of us want to do something, but we don't know how to start, where to start, and if our small contribution is going to matter.
Beautiful. So, first of all, everything matters because everything begins with our thought. जैसे हम सोचते हैं, हम इसी तरह से create करते हैं. सृष्टि क्या है? सृष्टि अपनी सोच है. As we think, so we create. तो यदि अपनी मन में we think about women in a certain way, whether we actually are a woman or whether we are a man, either way, if in our mind we think of women as objects, we think of them as bodies, we think of them based on their beauty or their sex appeal or their skin color or whatever it may be, that's the world we create. And so every single person regardless of your age, regardless of your area of influence or impact. Surely there are women in your life. Surely sab ka maa hai. Many people ka patni bhi hai, ki patni bhi hai, ben bhi hai, beti bhi hai, neighbors that are women. We all know women. And if we change the way that we think about women, and you'll notice it very subtly, it has to do a lot of times with just words that we use, jokes that we make, comments that we make. Chahe swayam ke baare mein, chahe ek dusron ke baare mein, between women, whether it's between men about women. If we really check our own thoughts, if we really check our own words, it will in and of itself, even agar aur kuch na kare, it will transform everything. Because the rules of our society, our laws, our policies, वो कहाँ से आते हैं? आकाश से तो नहीं आते हैं. ऐसे नहीं कि बारिश की बूंद में अपने policies नीचे आते हैं. They come from our thoughts, from the thoughts of the people making the policies, the thoughts of the people making the rules. So when we think differently, we will create different societies. So the first piece is change the way that we think. If you are a woman, a girl, make a pledge that you are going to stop thinking about yourself as a body. Make a pledge. Doesn't mean don't appreciate beauty. God has created such a beautiful creation. We all appreciate it. But recognize that every flower in the garden is beautiful. Every shape, every size, every color. There's not one flower that is more beautiful than others. Recognize that Mother Ganga is so beautiful. Some seasons she's full, she's wide, she's high. Some seasons she's narrow, she's shallow. Some seasons she's full of the soil of the Himalayas in the rain as it comes in her waters. Muddy color. Some seasons she's clear, you can see straight through her. Some seasons with the sun and the sky, she looks blue. Some seasons she looks brown, but she's always beautiful. Recognize that everything in nature is beautiful and perfect, as are you. And make a commitment that you will stop referring to yourself, thinking about yourself based on the color of your skin, based on your shape, based on how you fit into a predefined cultural norm of beauty that's just today. क्योंकि ये हर साल बदल होती है. Even it changes from culture to culture. In America, they like people very, very skinny. Here we like people a little chubby. In America, they like people a little dark-skinned. Here we like people fair-skinned. In America, people pay money for creams to make them brown. Here we pay money for creams to make us white. In America, people pay money to lie in a tanning bed to become tan. Here people pay money to become untan. It's a cosmic, tragic joke. So make a commitment that every one of us will stop being part of it. And make a commitment that we will stop speaking to each other and about each other in that way. That we will stop making comments about people's beauty or weight or shape of their body or color of their skin. As parents, make a commitment that when your daughter is getting ready to get married, that you will not write in her matrimonial fair-skinned as though somehow that were a synonym for beauty. If your daughter is dark, Gaurav se kaho, dark-skinned beauty. That is what we need. And if you are the parents of a boy, Gaurav se, look for a girl who's a dark-skinned beauty so that we can stop this cultural madness. And then, when we think about health, recognize that health is interwoven with rights. So for example, we've been doing so much work with regard to menstrual hygiene, with regard to construction of toilets and sanitation and hygiene. Because women, when they don't have a toilet to go to, मर्यादा की वजह से सारे दिन ना पानी पीते हैं, ना खाना खाते हैं अपने गांव में. इसका मतलब है they're dehydrated, they're malnourished. When they're pregnant, their children are born with low birth weights. Not jal ki kami ki wajah se, kana ki kami ki wajah se, but simply toilet ki kami ki wajah se. So let us all recommit. The Swachh Bharat Abhiyan by our Honorable Prime Minister has made such an extraordinary transformation. हमने देखा अपनी आंखों से 5 साल में क्या transformation हो गया इस देश में. When we first started the movement for ending open defecation, people couldn't understand it. They couldn't believe it. Toilets? No way. Then, when Honorable Shri Modi ji started this abhiyan, suddenly toilets became cool and trendy. Suddenly everyone became ready to build, to have, to use toilets. So this is essential. If you have, and everyone has, a mother, if you have a sister, a wife, a daughter, make sure there is a toilet in your home. Make sure there is a toilet in your daughter's school so that when she is menstruating, she has a place that she can go to take care of herself safely, privately. ताकि उसको उन दिनों में guard पे नहीं बैठना पड़ेगा. ताकि she doesn't end up having to drop out of school because she misses 4 or 5 days a week. And make sure कि उनकी menstruation शुरू होने से पहले उसको उसके बारे में सिखाओ. Too many girls in this nation learn about menstruation only when they start bleeding. We need to teach them in advance कि ये होने वाले और ये कोई बीमारी नहीं है. This is not a sickness. This is not a lack of purity. This is not a monthly problem. This is a monthly reminder that God lives within you, that divine creative power lives within you. Menstruation की वजह से ही सृष्टि is there. Menstruation के बिना creation नहीं हो सकते हैं. So teach your girls about it. Teach them why it happens. Teach them how to take care of themselves in a way that is so simple. To stay clean, to stay hygienic. ताकि इन दिनों में they can go to school so that they don't have to drop out, so they can be educated, can be trained, can be empowered. And they don't have to feel like this is my monthly illness. Remind them, this is your monthly reminder. Chalo theek hai, kabhi kabhi thoda sa dard to hota hai. It's okay. Put a hot water bottle. Do some relaxing yoga asanas. Jada dard hoti hai, take a pain pill. But never let that pain be in your mind. Never think that this is because somehow this is a sickness or a problem or an impurity. We menstruate because the power of the divine to create is within us. And if even itna hum sab log kar sakte hain, our entire society will be transformed.
I'm so awed by your words. I am actually writing down words you're saying, Ma, because as you're aware, of course, your efforts to create awareness and your efforts to make sure sanitary napkins reach the needy have been on ground for a very long time. But taking inspiration from you, even we have started this mission and we have pledged to
Wonderful.
donate 1 crore sanitary napkins. In fact, Pujya Swamiji Maharaj sent a very encouraging message to all of us. But listening to you, you are our mentor. And I know the kind of work you've done on ground, and had the lockdown not happened, we would have actually done the pad yatra, creating awareness as we travel from Rishikesh to Delhi, meeting girls in schools and colleges. And when lockdown is over, Ma, I'm going to come back to you with a plan and a roadmap so we can do this, so we can actually go and meet girls in school and tell them you don't need to hide your sanitary napkins in wads of newspaper or put them in black plastic bags, because it's nothing to be ashamed of. The best part is, Ma, and I would love to tell you about this, there are so many men and boys in our team who are working in Mission Anivarya. And that is
Wonderful.
important because when men start making women feel comfortable about menstruation, women will stop feeling shy about it, and they'll stop hiding their pads, and they'll stop not taking care of their health, and they'll be much better looked after. Even what
उसमें बस एक चीज और मैं
Ji.
जोड़ना चाह रही थी उसके बारे में with the menstrual pads, because let us make sure when we emphasize giving them all menstrual pads, making sure they use them, let us emphasize that they should be eco-friendly and reusable menstrual pads. Do you know that in this nation already 22,000 crores of menstrual pads are disposed of every year? So in the name of menstrual hygiene, we are creating such an incredible amount of pollution. Third, उसकी सारे बैक्टीरिया जो है, जो प्लास्टिक है, जो ब्लीच्ड कॉटन है, वो सब अपनी waterways में जाते हैं, अपनी ground water में जाते हैं. Then some people think, अच्छा चलो ठीक है, एक incinerator लगाओ. But all we do with an incinerator is we transform ground pollution into air pollution. तो वो कोई ऐसे solution नहीं है. और आज इतनी बढ़िया options are there of reusable pads that last even up to 3-4 years, that are made from cloth. Our girls in our vocational training programs are making them. So many different organizations are making them. तो मेरा इतना निवेदन भी है कि आपका reach इतना है, इतनी बढ़िया है, आपकी टीम इतना बढ़िया काम कर रहे हैं कि यदि एक योजना भी होगा to give girls also the opportunity to create the reusable eco-friendly menstrual pads, उसमें उनकी रोजगार भी हो, उनकी livelihoods भी हो, उनकी empowerment भी हो, and then it protects our Mother Earth and Mother Nature from the pollution of the plastic and the bleached cotton of the normal, regular, non-eco-friendly maxi pads.
Absolutely. We'll remember that, and we make it a point to only use the biodegradable ones, because to get rid of
Great.
one problem, we don't need to burden Mother Earth with yet another problem, and we're still suffering with all the side effects of using plastic for so many years, Ma. And because you were also talking about toilets, I would like to tell the story to those people who did not have the blessings of visiting the Kumbh Mela this time. When I went to the Kumbh Mela this time, there were toilets, of course, which were donated by the ashram all around. But there was a very unique feature in the Shivir of Pujya Swamiji Maharaj Ji, and Sadhvi Ma was a part of that. And they had made something which was called as the Toilet Cafe. And it was a very innovative cafe because all the seats were some kind of toilet fittings. And the entire idea behind this was to make the conversation around open defecation, or the conversation around making sure we keep our environment clean, very open, very easily accessible to all. And as always, new ideas come to us from Parmat. We learn from there and we come back to our normal lives. We apply them in our normal lives and we use them as examples when we talk to people. So thank you so much, Ma, for that. I also wanted to talk to you about the incredible movement you started for cleaning Mother Ganga. And that started from the ashram. It started small. It became a huge movement. It traveled not just nationwide. It actually became a mantralaya later. And it's an international movement now. And we know what a big part you have played in that under the guidance of Pujya Swamiji Maharaj.
जब से मैं यहाँ पे हूँ, जब से मैंने पूज्य स्वामी जी के दर्शन की शुरू में, अब almost 25 वर्ष हो गया, उससे पहले he was already working to clean Ganga. So matlab, this is going back at least, you can say, 30 years. Mere samne I've seen almost for 25 years, and he was already doing it for so many years before that as well. I remember from the beginning him talking about keeping the banks of Mother Ganga clean. And recently we were going through so many old photos of the ashram and found pictures of Pujya Swamiji going back 30-35 saal pehle. He had his dhoti tied up around his waist in Ganga with so many people, all the ashram, everybody in Rishikesh, getting everybody to clean the banks of Mother Ganga. So yes, you are right. He has been deeply committed to this from the beginning, because Pujya Maharaj ji Ganga ji ko माँ मानते हैं. ये केवल एक नदी नहीं है. Ganga is not only a river. Ganga is the mother goddess. And in her waters, she carries not only life, but liberation, divine connection. And so to protect and to preserve Mother Ganga, that is it's our spiritual injunction. माँ गंगा सचमुच एक 2500 किलोमीटर बहते हुए, नाचते हुए मंदिर है, जहाँ God resides, जहाँ हम आरती करते हैं, जहाँ पूजा करते हैं, यही मंदिर है. Where the divine resides is a temple. So Mother Ganga is this 2,500 kilometer temple. So to keep her waters and her banks clean, that is it's our spiritual, our religious injunction. In the same way that no one would dare walk into their mandir. I mean, aap sochiyega. Can you even imagine? Mandir mein jao, saying to the pujari, कि अच्छा देखो भाई ये मेरा घर का कचरा मैं इसको यहाँ छोड़ देता हूँ. Can you even imagine bringing the trash from your house and dumping it on the floor of the temple? Could you imagine running a pipe from the toilet of your house into the temple? कोई सोच भी नहीं सकते, मतलब सोचने भी पाप है, करना तो बहुत थोड़ी की बात है. Ganga ek mandir hai. So in the same way that we worship, that we revere, that we protect our sacred temples, in the same way we must protect and preserve Mother Ganga. But then there's also a whole other component to it, because the essence of Mother Ganga is the divine. Jo goddess Ganga, jo swarg se aaye to bring moksha to the sons of King Sagar. That's the essence of Ganga, that is unpollutable, untaintable, undefilable. Jo moksh dene wale maa Ganga. Lekin हमारे 500 million 50 crore भाई बहन जो माँ गंगा के किनारे रहते हैं, they depend upon Mother Ganga केवल मोक्ष के लिए नहीं, बल्कि उनकी जीते हुए पीने की जल के लिए, भोजन बनाने की जल के लिए, खेत सींचने की जल के लिए. They depend upon her bank, on her waters, for the water they drink, for the water they bathe in, for the water that irrigates their fields. They depend upon the actual molecules of H2O for their life, not just mardne ke baad moksh, but jeete hue, jivan, swast. And so for them, we have to make sure that the waters of Mother Ganga are kept clean. Kabhi kabhi log kehte hain ki Ganga to maa hai, Ganga to goddess hai. How can Ganga be polluted? How can Ganga be impure? And we always say Ganga the goddess is undefilable. She's always pure, untaintable, doesn't matter. That essence of Mother Ganga, whatever we do, is the goddess, is divine. Jo moksh dene wale Ganga is untouchable. But what about those molecules of H2O that our sisters and brothers depend upon for their lives? For them, we have to make sure that not just the essence of Ganga, but unki roop is also kept clean. And so for that, under Puja Swamiji's guidance and vision, leadership, inspiration, yes, we've been working for so long to keep Mother Ganga clean. And from that came out the whole Global Interfaith Wash Alliance, because we realized all of the waters become one with Mother Ganga. Ganga Sagar mein Sara Jal becomes one with Mother Ganga. So any of the tributaries, ultimately, it all merges with Mother Ganga. And so we know that all of our water bodies must be kept clean. Do you know, Charuji, that across the world, more people are suffering and dying every year due to lack of clean water than due to all forms of violence combined? We speak so much about ending violence, chahe terrorism ho, chahe communal violence ho, chahe wars ho, chahe drug-induced violence ho, chahe gender violence ho, chahe domestic violence ho. But you take all of those forms of violence and you add them together, and the number of people dying from that pales in comparison to the number of people dying due to lack of clean water. So when we speak about peace, when we speak about nonviolence, when we speak about ekta, when we speak about Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, we have to realize that it is our duty to ensure that our sisters and brothers have access to clean water. Not to do that is a crime. Just like harming someone with my hand is a crime. If I allow my waste, my garbage, to enter a water body, just say someone downriver becomes sick and dies, to mere zimendari hai. Just as if I had raised up my hand and killed them myself. तो पूज्य स्वामी जी हमको ऐसा प्रेरणा देते हैं, ऐसे दृष्टि देते हैं, to realize that the world is our responsibility. Every child dying of hunger, dying of thirst is our responsibility. Every tree being cut down, every river being polluted is our responsibility, because we are all one.
You are my mentor in both my missions in life. The first one is for women's health, and the second one is for clean water. And Ma Bhagwati ji, whenever I get the chance to meet you next time, I'm going to make sure I get more guidance from you. So I come back with newer ideas and newer energy, and we can do more and more work in both these fields. Uh, my next topic of conversation is our ecology, and of course, you have touched upon it briefly when you've spoken about Ma Ganga. But you live in a very fragile ecosystem in the mountains. There are so many issues, whether it is with plastic. So, taking forward the topic of sustainability and linking it to our Honorable Prime Minister's call for using locally produced goods, being vocal for local, I'd like to hear your views on that, please.
Absolutely. I am so deeply impressed with our Honorable Prime Minister. Unki drishti is amazing. I've had the incredible blessing and opportunity of being with him personally before he was Chief Minister even of Gujarat, and watching the way with such humility, with such dedication, with such devotion, with such commitment, how he serves, how he thinks for everyone, how he thinks for this nation. And to watch him.
I think I'm not sure Sadhvi ji's internet.
Yes.
Oh, she's back. She's back.
To watch him with such dedication and such commitment serve this nation has just been extraordinary. Every decision that he has made has been a decision that makes us realize कि उनके मन में एक सोच है, Bharat. It's not about his popularity. So many people make decisions based on just who will like me, who will be happy. But his decisions are about actually what is in the best for the future of Bharat, for the people of Bharat. And it's been such a blessing, such a joy to just watch him. I deeply love him so much. So yes, his recent call for local, for vocal, and then having that go out as a global message is so important. And what's so beautiful about it is every one of us has this power. Every one of us can make a difference. So for example, here on the banks of Mother Ganga, we have seen during the lockdown how clean her waters have gotten. So many studies have come about Mother Ganga, Mother Yamuna, how the waters have become so clean. But it's amazing, Charuji, because we know from the work that we do that there's three main sources of pollution. One, sewage. Two, agricultural waste, so the chemical pesticides, the chemical fertilizers. And three, the industrial waste. Now, sewage, that has not changed during lockdown. Nobody has stopped going to the toilet during lockdown. So the same sewage that was entering Ganga before is still entering Ganga. Similarly, our farmers are still farming. The fruits, the vegetables, the rice, the lentils, all of that is still being farmed. Keval ek bahut bada fark ho gaya. The industries, the factories were shut down during lockdown. And only by shutting down the industries, itna fark hua ma Ganga mein. And what it makes us realize is we understand ki yes, we have to open our economies, obviously. But we have an option. In the word economy, the first part of the word is eco. We have forgotten the eco in economy. We have started to think that economy means, permits us, allows us as a license to use and abuse and discard our natural world, but rather economy must have eco in it. So we have to put back the eco in economy. And part of that is this call by our Honorable Prime Minister to use local. And an important part of it is to ask ourselves 10 times before we buy anything, क्या सचमुच इसके बिना मैं जी नहीं सकती हूँ? क्योंकि everything we buy, from अपने कपड़े to अपना mobile, to whatever we are buying, is produced somewhere in a factory. And those factories are spewing their waste into our air, into our soil, into our groundwater, into our rivers. But there is this economic model of supply and demand. So as long as we are clamoring for more, man mange, more, cheaper, these factories are going to keep polluting. They'll keep producing. They'll keep cutting corners. It's such a sad irony. We live in a world where people are clamoring, picketing, having unshan for clean Ganga, and then turning around and insisting that their cars should have leather car seats, that they should have leather handbags, leather shoes, leather belts. The same industries that are polluting Ganga are the same industries into which we are putting our money after we scream and yell that Ganga should be clean. And so we really have to start putting our money where our mouth is. We have to start thinking that with every rupee, with every purchase, we are actually making a choice, a decision, not just about kaun si rang, kaun si kapde, but kaun si paryavar, kaun si shrishti, which natural environment do we want? Whatever I am buying is a choice. It is a choice for a healthy environment. Why don't we have a system of certification, Ganga safe production? We should have a certification system where all of the industries, all of the factories that line the banks of Ganga have to prove that not one drop of their waste goes into the soil, goes into the air, goes into the river. And then everything produced by them should get a stamp that says Ganga safe. And then the people of this nation and the people of the world where things are exported should insist that we will only buy products with that stamp, that certification, Ganga safe, that we will not put our money into industries that are making money at the expense of our sacred water bodies, that are making money at the expense of our air. Ganga safe, Yamuna safe, Paryavaran safe. We've already got a stamp for vegetarian. We need a stamp for green businesses, such that we can open our economy. People can spend money, but they can spend money wisely, consciously, in a way that is in alignment with a healthy economy and also a healthy ecology, a healthy environment. And lastly, and perhaps most importantly, is the call to be vegetarian. I know probably, hopefully, the vast majority of your listeners are, but it's such an important thing to emphasize because across the world, and these are United Nations statistics, animal agriculture, the livestock industry, is the single greatest contributor to climate change, the single greatest contributor to environmental destruction. The Amazon rainforest that produces 20% of the oxygen for planet Earth, that absorbs 20% of the carbon emissions, that stores 20% of the planet's water, that really are the lungs of Mother Earth. The Amazon is being cut down at a terrifying rate of about an acre a second. For what? To graze the cows that will become hamburgers. So the meat industry, people think in this country that it's a religious issue. It is not a religious issue. Yes, some people may be vegetarian because of their religion. Wonderful. But our call for vegetarianism is not a call about religion. It's not a call about be this religion or that religion. It is a call that says, do you care about Mother Earth? Do you care about the future of this planet? Do you care about the environment? Do you care about starving people, starving children? Do you care about water? And if you do, you must be vegetarian. Do you know that the amount of water that goes into the production, I'll give you just one statistic. I have so many, but time is short.
No,
As we are
I'm very
protecting.
certain everyone listening to us
Okay.
is liking this because Sadhvi Ma, this is important. We talk about vegetarianism, but you know, it's important to talk with facts and figures, and what you're giving us today will go a long way in convincing many more to join the movement.
Great. So it's actually my favorite topic of the amount of water. You will not believe this. The amount of water, and all of us are working to protect and preserve water. Niti Aayog has told us that by 2030, India will have only half the water it needs. We saw last year, Chennai ki jal khatam ho gaya tha. So many of our cities of India are having no water. The amount of water that goes in the production of one meal of hamburgers, one meal, ek parivar, साथ ही साथ बैठ के hamburgers खाए, 10,000 liters of water, 10,000 liter jal goes in the production of one meal of hamburgers for that family. अब सभी रोज स्नान करते हैं. अगर हम बाल्टी से नहीं, लेकिन जैसे ऊपर से पानी आते हैं, अगर आप 8 मिनट के लिए स्नान करेंगे, मतलब 8 continuous minutes that water is flowing on you, you will use 10,000 liters of water in 6 months. इसका मतलब है कि जो पानी एक meal of hamburgers में जाते हैं, हमारे 6 महीने रोज स्नान करते हुए उसी same amount of water is used. इसका मतलब, my sisters and brothers, यदि आप hamburgers खाना चाहेंगे, क्या आप 6 महीने के लिए बिना स्नान जी सकेंगे? Because you would have to refrain from bathing for 6 months in order to offset the amount of water that goes into that one meal. Or chicken, कभी-कभी लोग कहते हैं कि वो तो मैं beef नहीं खाता हूँ, मैं केवल chicken खाता हूँ या chicken खाती हूँ. So chicken is about 1/3. इसका मतलब है in one meal of chicken, 2 months worth of bathing water. क्या आप 2 महीने के लिए स्नान को बंद करेंगे ताकि आप एक बार chicken McNuggets खाएंगे आपकी family के साथ? And if not, then you cannot say that you care about water. So the amount of water, of land that goes in this production is amazing. Do you know, Charuji? Every day, 1 billion people go to sleep hungry. 1 billion people, more almost, go to sleep hungry. Tens of thousands of children die every day from starvation. और हमको लगता है कि खाने की shortage है. There's a food shortage, a global food shortage. There is not a global food shortage. We actually produce enough food, enough grain, enough anaj to feed 10 billion people. Puri Mother Earth mein, there's only 7 billion something people. The cut kya hai? Jo anaj we are growing. Insan ko khilane ke bajaye, wo anaj, globally more than 50% of the grain we grow. Matlab rice, soy, wheat, corn. That anaj, insan ko khilane ke bajaye, we are feeding the cows, the chickens, the pigs, jo baad mein apne hamburgers, hot dogs, chicken McNuggets ban jayenge. If we took that grain and we fed human beings, ek bhi insan ko bhooki se marne bahut dur ki baat hai. They don't even have to sleep hungry. Not one person has to sleep hungry, let alone die. The problem is that we take the planet's resources and we are, itne chakard mein we are using them just to support this livestock industry, which is killing our air, killing our water, harming our planet. So if we do nothing else, but we actually become vegetarians, we can feed the world. We can cut down the carbon emissions. We can save our water. We don't have a global food shortage. We don't have a global land shortage to grow the food. What we have is a global consciousness shortage. And so when we talk to people about be a vegetarian, it's not a religious decision. It is saying, do you care about starving children? Do you care about people sleeping hungry? Do you care about the planet's water resources? Do you care about the Amazon? Do you care about anything at all? If you care about anything at all, the only answer is to go vegetarian. And even more, sadly, we are seeing Charuji in India. It breaks my heart. In a land jahan hum go mata kehte hain, jahan hum go mata ki puja karte hain. Go mata ki halat in so many of the big dairy industries. It is violence. So we need to actually shift not only to vegetarian, but even to vegan. So many of the cows are being tortured in this country for milk. You wouldn't believe it. In a country where we worship the cow, if you see what some of the dairies are, not all of them, but too many of them, we need to go back to that worship of the mother cow that understands she's a member of our family, and to get out of this idea of using her as a commodity. If you see the way these cows are impregnated, it is rape. It is sexual assault. I could show you videos, I could show you pictures. You would cry to see what is being done. And so along with being vegetarian, we need to even be vegan. Unless we know where that milk is coming from, unless it is apna goshala, unless the cows are ones living in our home or our neighbor's goshala, where we know they are being treated with love, with care, where their babies are drinking, where it's all natural, where they're not being slaughtered when they stop giving milk. Because too tragically, the dairy industry has become one with the meat industry, one with the leather industry. And so it has become also an industry of violence, and we need to say no to that.
I'm so glad we touched upon this, Sadhvi Ma, because It is, of course, a cause that we all believe in, but giving the scientific reasons behind being vegetarian are very important. And it's not just enough to talk about our own personal health. We have to link it to the health of our planet. We have to link it to the larger population and the larger issues we are struggling with. Thank you so much. I know I have taken a lot of your time.
No problem. I love it with you.
We'll wind up with one message from you to the youth of the country. And after that, I'll say my formal thank you to you, and we'll wind up with it.
To the youth of this nation, first of all, इतनी याद रखें, आप लोग इतनी भाग्यशाली हैं. हम सब लोगों को विदेश से आना पड़ा यहाँ इसी संस्कृति सीखने के लिए. You have it. You have it in your blood. You have it in your genes. ये संस्कृति आपका है. Don't lose it. Do not allow yourselves to be brainwashed. And I do not use that word lightly. Do not allow yourselves to be brainwashed by a culture that says, जो विदेश से आते हैं, it is better. Remember, अपनी संस्कृति. Remember, जो देसी है, यही बढ़िया है. बड़ा होना कोई जरूरी नहीं है, बढ़िया होना जरूरी है. और आपकी संस्कृति, आपकी संस्कार, यही बढ़िया है. देखो, इतने लोग पूरा विश्व से यहाँ परमार्थ में आते हैं, माँ गंगा किनारे आते हैं योग सीखने के लिए, ध्यान सीखने के लिए, फिलॉसफी सीखने के लिए, सत्संग सुनने के लिए. पूरा विश्व में अगर आप देखेंगे, रोज हमारे जो फेसबुक में जाते हैं, गंगा की आरती, सत्संग, पूरा विश्व में सभी लोग देख रहे हैं. Why? क्योंकि उन्होंने देखा कि केवल पैसा कमाना में खुशी नहीं होती. Just making money, just having titles, climbing that career ladder, having possessions, उससे खुशी नहीं मिलती, आनंद नहीं मिलते. Nothing you get from that. America में, the top 10 medicines prescribed in America, हर साल जो 10 main दवाई that are prescribed, क्या है? Number 1, अलग अलग तरह की anti-anxiety medicine, जो stress को दूर करने की दवाई. Number 2, अलग अलग तरह की depression को दूर करने के लिए दवाई, antidepressants. Number 3, जो नींद लाने की दवाई, anti-insomnia medicine, sleeping pills. और Viagra. आपको पता है वो क्या है? आप सोचो, सब कुछ कमाने के बाद, सब कुछ प्राप्त करने के बाद, सब कुछ अचीव करने के बाद, सब कुछ होने के बाद भी नींद लाने के लिए गोली खानी पड़ती है. अब ये बताओ, फायदा क्या है? महात्मा गांधी जी ने इतनी सुंदर बात कही. What is the point of going so fast when we're running in the wrong direction? और मैंने ये देखा, सब कुछ achieve, earn, acquire, more and more money, more and more possessions, more and more power, more and more prestige. और फिर रात को गोली के बिना नींद नहीं आती. फायदा क्या हुआ? लोग खुशी नहीं है. एंटीडिप्रेसेंट्स, डिप्रेशन को दूर करने के लिए गोली खानी पड़ती, स्ट्रेस को दूर करने के लिए गोली खानी पड़ती. बड़े बड़े मकान होने के बाद, बड़े बड़े गाड़ियां होने के बाद, सब कुछ होने के बाद फायदा क्या है? अब याद रखो, आपकी संस्कृति Aapki sanskar. This is your main preciousness. Hold that. Love that. Stop trying to mimic the West. And if you do want to mimic any part of the West, the part to mimic is a commitment to excellence. In your work, a commitment to sincerity. Ye jo chalega ki attitude, usko dur karo. बस इतना विदेश से सीखो जहां आपको लगता है कि अरे यार ठीक है चलेगा इतना तो काफी है. Let that attitude be gone. जो भी आप करते हैं, and by the way, this is not from the West, ये आपका गीता की संदेश, but we have just forgotten it in this country. भगवान कृष्ण ने यही सिखाया, to stand up and do your duty fully, with full sincerity. भगवान कृष्ण ने कभी ऐसे नहीं बोला कि कोई बात नहीं, चलेगा. No. Stand up. Do your duty fully, full sincerity, best of your ability. He didn't say to Arjun, oh Arjun, stand in my chariot, or in sab logon ki burai karo. In sab logon ki shikayat karo. Mere chariot mein khade hoke, hold up a picket sign, unki khilaf. No. He said, do your duty, fight this battle. Itni yaad rakho. You are not put on earth किसी की बड़ाई करने के लिए, किसी की के बारे में शिकायत करने के लिए, अनशन करने के लिए. You are put here on earth to create the world that you want to live in. And you can create it. And your culture, your sanskriti, your sanskaras, these are the bricks to use to create that world. Create a temple of culture, a temple of development, a temple of health, a temple of equality, a temple of sustainability, a temple of integrity. Create it. Don't stand on the outside complaining about the current situation. Don't think that by posting something on Facebook, you've done something. Don't think that by sending a WhatsApp message, you've done your civic duty of the day. Stand up. Create the world. Create the world that you want to live in. Remove the corruption. Remove the laziness. Remove the inequality. Remove the harm to the environment. Remove the oppression. Remove the suppression. Remove the violence. Create your world. That is the power you have. And you can do it. The only thing that makes me sad about the youth these days, and this is true all over the world, is unko lagne laga कि I've posted something on Facebook, मैंने बहुत काम किया. Just say that was my civic duty of the day. No. Yes, go on Facebook, no problem. Be part of a movement, wonderful. Lend your voice, lend your like, no problem. But ऐसे मत सोचो that has been your duty. No. Use your time, your talent, your technology, your energy, your experience. Use it. Create your world. You've got all of the opportunities. All of the science is here for you. All of the technology is here for you. You have it at your fingertips. Create your world. But don't create a mimicry of the West that is collapsing. Create a world rooted upon your culture, your Sanskriti, Bhartiya Sanskriti, apni values, apni sanskar. Create that world. That is what the world needs today. Jab hum kehte hain Vishva Guru, when we talk about Bharat as the Vishwa Guru, Guru kya hai? Guru is the one who removes the darkness and brings the light. What darkness is there in the world today? the darkness of separation, the darkness of greed, the darkness of ignorance that makes us think we are separate, separate from God, separate from each other, separate from Mother Earth. Bharatiya Sanskriti is the one that reminds us, Vasudev Kutumbakam, Mata Bhumi, Putroham. इसी संस्कार, इसी संस्कृति को लेके अपनी दुनिया बनाओ, अपनी सृष्टि बनाओ. Create it out of the sanskars, out of the Sanskriti, and it will be the world that not only Indians need to live in, it will be the world that the world needs, that light that India will give to the world. इसलिए हम कहते हैं Vishva Guru, to bring that light to the darkness that the world is in. But that task, my sisters and brothers, is with you, the youth of this nation. Remove the darkness from your own eyes. Remove the darkness thinking that you're helpless and hopeless. You are not. You have the Shakti. You have the technology. You have it all. Use it to create something. Collapsing something, ruining something is not a great Shakti. Creating something is a great Shakti. Create. Create the world that you and all of us need to live in. And we are here with you, for you, together.
Ma, I think the best thing that has happened to me is this positive project, because it's only because of this that I've had the chance to listen to you so much at length, to actually telecast this conversation for everyone to hear, because this is so important. And I can't tell you how blessed I'm feeling right now. I can feel your positive vibes all the way here in Delhi, and I'm sure people can hear it in whichever corner of the world they are in, because this is what we need, a resonance of positivity that will keep us going. And I will keep coming back to you to get your blessings again and again. And when I meet you this time, I'm going to sit with you and make plans. And as you said, we'll create something. We'll start a movement and we'll get everyone to join us. And we'll make sure we leave an impact, a positive impact on the world. Thank you so much. And thank you so much to everyone in your team who made this possible today. All the technical hitches they've helped us get rid of. I'm blessed to be in your presence. Thank you so much.
And thank you so much for the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful work that you are doing, bringing everyone together for India and for the world. Really, it's such beautiful work, and I'm so happy to be with you today.
Sadhvi Ma, Papa is here.
Jai Gange.
Oh, namaste.
Namaste. Kaise aap?
बहुत अच्छा. I was wonderful listening to you. I am really impressed the way you guided the youth, and I am sure many of who are the listeners today, they will be impressed, and it will transform their life forever.
She has transformed my life.
ये सचमुच माँ गंगा की कृपा है और पूज्य स्वामी जी की कृपा है.
Ma, I'm coming to meet you. As soon as lockdown is over, I'm going to come and I'm going to sit in your shadow, in your guidance, and with your blessings, I hope I do some good work and I make you proud. Pranam.
Pranam.